What if the difference between men who transform their lives and men who stay stuck is not talent? It's not opportunity. It's not even discipline. What if it's radical consistency, that ability to just keep going long after the initial motivation has faded, after the excitement dies down, after life gets heavy and throws everything it has at you? I want you to take a breath with me. Inhale commitment, and exhale all those excuses. Today, let's talk about the kind of consistency that changes absolutely everything. Most men think their transformation failed because they lost motivation. But I need you to hear this. Motivation is not supposed to last. It was never meant to be the fuel for your entire journey. It's just the ignition. Motivation is what starts the engine. It gets you excited, gets you off the couch, and points you in the right direction. But it's consistency that keeps the vehicle moving, mile after mile, day after day. Your greatest breakthroughs in life, the moments that will truly define you, won't happen on your best days. They won't happen when you're feeling on top of the world. They will happen on the ordinary days, on the days you really didn't feel like showing up, on the days no one was watching or cheering you on the days it felt completely pointless to even try. Consistency is that quiet promise you make to the man you are becoming. It's a silent contract with your future self. There's a powerful story about a man who tried to split a giant boulder. He stood before this massive stone and swung his hammer with all his might. Once, twice, 10 times, 100 times. He swung and swung, but nothing happened, not even a hairline crack. Sweat dripped from his brow. He swung 200 times. Still nothing. His muscles ached, but he kept going. He swung 300 times. The boulder remained whole. It seemed impossible. But then, on the 312th swing, with a deafening crack, the boulder split clean in half. Everyone who saw it was amazed. They said, "Wow, that last hit must have been incredibly powerful." But the old mason just shook his head and replied, "No, it wasn't the last hit that broke the stone. It was all the 311 that came before it, and right there, that's the tension most of us face. Most men quit at swing number 300. We stop because we look at the boulder, we see no progress, and we think nothing is working. We convince ourselves it's a waste of time. But here's the truth. Consistency is never wasted. Every single repetition, every swing of that hammer, builds up unseen pressure. Every action you take strengthens your new identity. Every step you take compounds on the last. It feels like nothing is happening, until suddenly, everything is. This is where the real shift occurs. A consistent man isn't driven by his fleeting emotions. He's driven by his chosen identity. He stops asking himself, "Do I feel like doing this today?" Instead, he starts asking a much more powerful question. Is this who I am? Think about it. Motivated men show up when it's easy, when the sun is shining, and they feel good. Consistent men show up when it's necessary, even when it's raining, and they'd rather be anywhere else. Consistency isn't about feeling ready. It's about honoring the identity you have consciously chosen for yourself. You're not consistent because it's convenient for you today. You are consistent because it is who you are now. I want you to let these words sink in. Say them slowly with me. Let them anchor your new identity. I am consistent. I show up even when it's hard. I follow through because I honor the man I am becoming. I don't wait for motivation to strike. I don't wait for the perfect moment of convenience. And I certainly don't wait for perfect conditions, because they will never arrive. I take action because that action aligns with my identity. Every single day, I follow through. Every day, I take the necessary steps. Every day, I reinforce my own discipline. Consistency is my power. Consistency is my identity. Consistency is my ultimate advantage. I am the man who finishes what he starts. There's actually neuroscience that backs this up. Your brain builds your sense of self, your identity, through repetition, not through one-time intensity, not through a sudden burst of emotion, not even through a flash of inspiration. It's repetition that counts. Every time you repeat an action, Especially when you don't feel like doing it, you send a powerful signal to your brain. You are updating your own self-image. Your brain logs that action and says, I am disciplined, I am reliable, I am unstoppable. Consistency is identity training. Even the smallest actions, when done repeatedly, day after day, begin to rewire your brain's belief about who you are. You don't become consistent because you're already strong. You become strong because you are consistent. It's the process that builds the strength. So, listen to me very carefully. You are not behind schedule. You are not failing. You are not weak. You are just one streak of consistency away from becoming truly unstoppable. One decision to show up tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. Greatness doesn't come from doing everything perfectly. It comes from doing the right things repeatedly, even when it's imperfect. Your future self, the man you dream of being, is counting on your consistency today. He's depending on the choices you make right now. Say it again, this time with real conviction in your voice. Feel it. I do not quit. I do not disappear when things get tough. I do not break promises to myself. I am consistent. I am committed. I am becoming unstoppable. This is how men evolve. This is how powerful identities are forged. This is how destinies are shifted from a path of mediocrity to one of greatness. It's not magic. It's work. It's showing up. So let's take one final breath together. Inhale consistency. Exhale all that doubt that's been holding you back. And declare it for yourself. I follow through. I keep going. I stay committed. My consistency shapes my character. My character, in turn, shapes my destiny. And I will keep showing up, day in and day out, because that is simply who I am now. This is radical consistency. This is long-term, sustainable strength. This is your becoming. If this episode reminded you of the power that's hidden in your own persistence, do me a favor and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who maybe gave up a little too early. Someone who is doubting themselves right now. Someone you know is capable of so much more. And make sure you subscribe, because in our next episode, episode 19, we're going to go even deeper into the invisible progress principle. We'll explore how to trust the process even when your results haven't shown up yet. Your becoming continues. Thank you for listening.